trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. CNN News 18 has a trail of documents that puts the Aam Aadmi Party in the dock. Questions definitely being raised where the Enforcement Directorate is now accusing the Aam Aadmi Party of violating norms of foreign funding. The complete paper trail has been accessed by us here at CNN News 18. The ED note that highlights that Aam Aadmi Party received over 7 crores in foreign funds, of which details were concealed deliberately by the Aam Aadmi Party is the allegation the Enforcement Directorate is now making. As per the Enforcement Directorate, these funds have been received from several countries including United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand among others, all of which was done during the period of 2014 to 2022. That's the document that we've accessed for you here on CNN News 18, as you can see on your screens, raising questions over the Aam Aadmi Party's funding that has come to the fore over the last 10 years. Top Aam Aadmi Party leaders are in the dock as far as Enforcement Directorate's investigation is concerned. The documents that you are seeing on your screens is an ED note that was sent to the Union Home Ministry back in 2022, which details how the Aam Aadmi Party tried to circumvent rules of foreign funding, violated those rules by manipulating and by concealing data. Several allegations have been made by the Enforcement Directorate in this note to the Home Ministry, which we've accessed for you. Anshul, my colleague, joining us with that document. Rahul Shivshankar will be joining us shortly as well. Anshul, you have that document with you. Several names are part of that particular document, but the allegations that it makes are extremely grave. It goes on to detail exactly how the Aam Aadmi Party circumvented the FCRA rules.
Definitely, these are documents that have been accessed by CNN News 18 actually narrate an entire story of how funding was being done for the Aam Aadmi Party, and this foreign funding that was coming to the accounts of Aam Aadmi Party was being done by fake people. In fact, more than 155 people have donated money to the Aam Aadmi Party, and this money has been donated to them by the way in their accounts. And if you see that the same passport numbers have been used, not only the same passport numbers, but also there are several details that we have accessed over here, that the money that was transferred to the accounts of the Aam Aadmi Party, the same email ID, the same phone numbers was used by multiple people to donate multiple times to the Aam Aadmi Party. You can see over here these documents that we have accessed out here at CNN News 18. This actually tells the background of this entire story. Initially, there was a raid that was conducted by the Enforcement Directorate on an Aam Aadmi Party MLA in Punjab, and when these raids were actually conducted, in those raids, these documents were actually recovered from inside that residence. And out here, you can clearly see that even in the statements that have been recorded by the Enforcement Directorate of the accused of another case. Remember, this raids that happened by the Enforcement Directorate, these raids actually happened on a case pertaining to smuggling of drugs. And when these raids happened, these entire details had come to the fore, which clearly narrates that how Aam Aadmi Party was receiving fundings from people in Canada, New Zealand, Australia. Multiple people have been sending out money to the Aam Aadmi Party multiple times, but on the same mobile on the same mobile phone number, through the same passport IDs that we have received out here. So definitely this is a larger conspiracy at place, and that is what the Enforcement Directorate is investigating. But I'll also like to tell our viewers that this could actually increase the problems for the Aam Aadmi Party, because remember, they are already being investigated in several cases by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, since this case of FCRA has come up, eventually the Enforcement Directorate has now the powers to actually go ahead and seize the bank accounts of the Aam Aadmi Party as well. So definitely a lot of trouble mounting for the Aam Aadmi Party. It remains to be seen how will they eventually defend this, but the manner in which these documents have been accessed by CNN News 18 actually clearly narrates the entire story of how Aam Aadmi Party is being funded by people sitting in foreign land, and that money is reaching the bank accounts of Aam Aadmi Party. And the money that is reaching the bank accounts of Aam Aadmi Party is being sent by fake people is what is being alleged by the Enforcement Directorate.
That complete paper trail is here with CNN News 18, the one that has been submitted to the Union Home Ministry by the Enforcement Directorate. Same number of mobile numbers, same email IDs, same credit cards have been used by multiple people to donate funds from across the border, from sitting outside the country to the Aam Aadmi Party here in India. And what the Aam Aadmi Party is accused of doing is concealing and manipulating that data as far as the Enforcement Directorate's probe is concerned. Rahul Shivshankar also joining us, getting us more perspective. This does spell trouble for the already embattled Aam Aadmi Party, doesn't it?
Well, look, this is political season, Poonam, so a lot of revelations coming out, time perhaps to the election, I can't say, but certainly prima facie what the Enforcement Directorate seems to have sifted through are details of contributions that have been made through foreign sources. Now, this is very important because under the RPA, you're not allowed actually to fund or receive funds as a political party from anyone overseas. So you're not allowed that, but fundamentally speaking, an attempt, according to the Enforcement Directorate, has been made by the Aam Aadmi Party to obscure the identity of those that are funding it. And it has reached the point where, for example, multiple donors have used the same passport numbers for donation. And let me give you a few examples. 155 persons residing abroad have made donations totaling rupees 1 crore 2,48,000 on 404 occasions using 55 passport numbers. So you can imagine that 155 people are using 55 passport numbers, which means that there is definitely someone using a fake passport number to make that donation. Details of these multiple donors who have used the same passport numbers for donations have already been attached and given to the MHA for action. This happened last year. Why no action has been taken is a question that will have to be asked, of course, of the MHA, of the centre. Many people will say that just recently the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi had called upon the NIA to investigate foreign funding from various countries specifically related to certain Khalistani groups to the AAP coffers. Whether this is part of that investigation or not, I can't say. But definitely the investigation has revealed that AAP had intentionally concealed. These are not my words. These are the words of the ED writing to the MHA, and this really is that letter. It's right here. I think we just showed our viewers that particular document. This is the letter, and this was written by Sanjay Kumar Mishra, Director of Enforcement and Secretary to Government of India, to Mr. Bhalla, and it was written over a period of last year, and he is, of course, the Secretary to the Government of India, Mr. Ajay Bhalla. At that time, Sanjay Kumar Mishra has signed it. It's been personally addressed to him. All these details are contained in this particular letter with about 6 annexures. So there's annexure A, B, C, D, E and F. And all these annexures, they go into details giving the passport numbers. For example, a particular passport, G something, 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 number of persons 19. So one passport number of persons 19, number of donations 21, a figure of 35,000 rupees. And there are several others running into lakhs, 4 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 8 lakhs. There are several people using one particular passport number to funnel in money into the AAP. Number of persons, multiple number of people using the same passport number, which obviously will raise eyebrows anywhere in the world. There are also email IDs. Another annexure, annexure B, shows that a person, for example, 14 people have used one Gmail ID. And that also a peculiar kind of Gmail ID, which seems to obfuscate the name to inject amounts of 17 lakhs into the app, for example. Then there are other Gmail IDs which have been used. One Gmail ID been used by about 35 people. So we've, of course, got those details up on those screens for our viewers. Annexure C, for example, talks about mobile numbers and how from one mobile number, 30 or 40 transactions have taken place and 3 people have used that one mobile number to make those transactions. Then, of course, there are credit cards. Again, credit cards are specific to an individual. You can have a +1, of course, but in this particular case, 22 people have used that one particular credit card to make payments, transactions 24 times into the Aam Aadmi Party's coffers. And then there is a